When we first moved into hybrid environments, there was an uptick of productivity of about 20%. But what I've noticed in the weeks, months and years since then is it's starting to wane. And the question becomes, how do you maintain momentum without burning up all your time and energy and without micromanaging? Hi, I'm Cris and I help leaders like you keep their teams energised, focused and productive, no matter where they're working from or what's going on. In my program, Leading Hybrid Teams Effectively, I talk about the 3 pillars of leading in a hybrid environment. How do I inspire my people? How do I equip them? And how do I praise their work? Let's start talking about inspiring. Just how much difference can being inspired make to your team? Many years ago, I was a reporter for the ABC, working in Radio National on one of their programs. Now, the staff there, including myself, were famously hardworking. Some people would work 40, 50, 60, 70 hours just to put out a program. And the union came along and we said, we need to do something about this. We're not getting paid for all the work we do, all the unpaid work we're doing. Let's fix this. And so rather than just going on strike, we decided that what we're going to do is only work to a set hours. So if you got paid for 40 hours, you worked for 40 hours. And however much of the program you completed by then got put to wear. So for example, if in your 40 hours you only completed half your 30-minute program, you would just put the 15 minutes to wear. And the rest of the time, we would just play some bird sounds, some birds singing in the rest of the program. So we started doing that. People just worked to the hours, and in the first week, what you found was about 50% of the time was just bird music. You turn on the ABC, program would run for 15 minutes, that story would end, and then there would be another 15 minutes of bird sound. The second week, there'd be 10 minutes of bird sound. The third week, maybe 5 minutes per 30-minute program. And by the fourth week, the program was exactly back to how it was. People were working back to the same hours they were before, and in fact, the action had failed. The stop work action, the strike work action had failed. You couldn't get people to work to their hours, even when they're trying to go on strike and make a point. Why was that? Well, everyone who worked there was really inspired. They absolutely believed in what they did. And the other thing is they had complete ownership. No producer was going to let a program go out to air which was half-baked. We all loved the programs that we did. We thought it was important. And so there was no way you could actually stop people from working more. So that's the purpose of inspiration. It can be really important and really effective. Now you might be saying to me, Cris, in my organisation, how do I get people to do the work that's not that important to them? Well, they might not think it's important to them. Well, here's the inspiration bit. Part of your job as a leader is to sit down with them and help them work out the ways that people are benefiting from what they do. Help them work out the inspiring part of what they do. And remember, 70% of the variance in how your team work come down to you as a leader. So think about those 3 elements. How do I inspire my people? How do I equip them? And how do I praise the work? Focus on them and start with inspiration. How can you connect people with the greater good of what they're doing, the value and the purpose they bring to it? Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about the other aspects of the leadership model, tune in to my further videos.